sweeties, welcome to another video on my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing with you guys my house hunting experience in London. If you don't know, I actually just moved to London like recently, and I was living with my sister when I just came in, and then I started looking for a place and I finally got one. But I'll be showing you guys like my experience, the behind the scenes of like, you know, finally getting where I am right now. Guys, it was a crazy experience, like so throughout this house hunting experience, I think I messaged about 70 something agents, and then I viewed about 12 places, but I only recorded 10. The two that I didn't record, I wasn't really thinking about recording. But then I started recording by like the second house. So without further ado, let's go straight into this video and let's laugh together, because now I can laugh. It wasn't funny, but now I can actually laugh. So getting to house one, I was kind of like optimistic because the area seemed nice, and I was like, okay, let's see what we have going on inside. And then the person that was going to give me the tour came to pick me from the lobby. So we got in and the hallway was just giving me prison vibes. I was like, oh Lord. We got inside and then we got upstairs. We didn't really take time in the kitchen. I just saw like a bit of the kitchen, then we just went upstairs. So I was like, okay, so it's 2 bathrooms for like 4 people to share in this house, right? And then she goes, oh, actually it's a shower and a toilet in one, and then a bathtub in another. So where's the other toilet? Like, why did you guys say 2 baths in the ad? And then she was like, oh, that's not bad, you know, having a bath in the morning is okay, but then the only thing is that it's just 1 toilet for 4 people. At that point she lost me. I was just like, nah, I'm not about to start doing boarding house part 2. That just gave me PTSD. I was triggered. I was just like, I just couldn't imagine like queuing or rushing to go and use the toilet because I don't want somebody I was just like, nah. And there was good lighting in the room. That was one thing that I was looking out for, you know, recording, doing sit down videos. Like right now I don't have any light on. I'm just in front of like a big window and the lighting is good. Now we went to the kitchen, which is very important for me. I mean, I cook, I make food content, I sell food. That kitchen is not even the kind of kitchen I can make cereal inside. Honestly speaking, the kitchen was I was like, what is this? Then she was not explaining to me, oh, how they share the fridge and all. She opened the fridge and then was showing me different layers for different people. Tell me why there was mold in this fridge. Hey! At this point I was just like, X, I gotta go. I just told her, oh, thank you so much. I'll, you know, get in touch with you, As soon as I left, it's off the list. Bye, on to the next one. So the second one, house 2, I wasn't able to go and view it, so the agent just sent me videos, which wasn't bad. So sometimes if you cannot physically go to view a place, you can do like a virtual viewing. But then I couldn't do a virtual viewing, like, you know, be on the phone and see the place. So the person just sent me a video of what the place looked like. To be honest, the place was nice, but then the room, I just felt the room was tiny for the price they were calling. I was just like, nah, you guys have to be kidding me. And then you still have construction going on. Then I have to do a whole journey, Israelite journey to the bathroom. Like, it's not the kind of thing I can just have like my shorts and my sports bra and just quickly nip into the bathroom and nip out. I have to be all, because I don't know who else will be in the house, like other people that have visitors and all now. So like I cannot just quickly go in and quickly come out. So I was just like, nah, not really. But the kitchen looks really nice, like it was spacious. Trust me to already start having ideas for like filming and all. But then I was just thinking about it, do I really want to pay that price for the size of the room? In all honesty, as much as the kitchen is nice, the bathroom looks good, the journey and then the price of the room, kind of like, I wasn't so sure about this place, so I just left it pending. So just like house 2, house 3 was actually another recording that was sent to me. I wasn't able to go there. The place was nice. I wasn't crazy over the kitchen. Like, the kitchen was just there. It wasn't really, you know, yeah. I don't even know what to say. I liked the fact that that room was an ensuite, so it had the bathroom in the room with it. Like, that was nice for me. The room was spacious, you know. I could put in an extra wardrobe if I wanted to, and the bathroom was clean, but I just wasn't really feeling the kitchen. So that was a very kind of situation. So I just told the person, oh, thank you so much, and they were like, oh, let me know, you know, if you'd want to go further, if you'd want to actually schedule to come and see it in person and all. So I was just like, yeah, I'll let the person know, but I never did. So yeah. So for house 4, I actually saw 2. So for house 4A, when I got there and I saw the kitchen, Guys, there's no way that I'll make Milo, a cup of Milo in that kitchen. No, it's not possible. Shit, the other one I said I couldn't make cereal. This one I can't even make a cup of Milo in the kitchen. I was just like, nah, get me out of here. Then I now saw the bathroom. At this point, I was like, oh, can we see the other one? It was not like, don't you want to see the room? I was like, oh, let me just see what the room looks like. So I now saw the room, and the room wasn't so bad. I think like that was the only conducive place in that whole house, the room. But the bathroom, I was just like, nah, thanks, next please. Then we went to house 4B. As soon as I entered, I already liked the layout of the house. But then we decided to go to the first room. Guys, tell me why the first room. I was like, is this it? In my head, no, I didn't obviously say it out, but like in my head I was like, is this it? For the price? You've got to be joking. Like, you actually have to be joking. It wasn't, like, the room was tiny. I know, yes, I'm Chef Tiny, but Chef Tiny doesn't have to live in a tiny room. See what I did there? The room was actually tiny. I was like, nah. Then he showed me the other room, and this other room was giving me vibes of like sitting room, dining room that was converted to a room. It was big. The price was decent for the size. Like, I was like, okay, that's not a bad price for the size. But the only problem I had was I had to walk all the way to like the front door, because that was where the bathroom was, and I wasn't really feeling that, like having to walk all the way to where the front door was. Not really. But the kitchen looks good. I actually like grey interior for kitchens, like, and you know, just furniture fitting. I like grey, black. I'm not really a fan of white, to be honest, but like the irony, see white behind me. But yeah, but that one, the kitchen was good. That was kind of what was convincing me a little bit to stay. The kitchen and the room, it was that kind of thing where I was like, okay, the bathroom, even if it's not so close to me, you have to compromise when you're house hunting. In anything in life, actually, you have to kind of like compromise. Opportunity cost, in case you didn't know, I'm an economist. You have to forgo something for another thing. So it wasn't as bad as that one, the video that was sent to me. Like, I didn't have to walk that far. So that was another contender. Like, that was another place that I was like, okay, this isn't actually so bad. For house 5, as soon as I saw the area, what was the point of even going in? I should have just gone back. You see why it's actually good to go and view places? You need to know what area you're going to live in, because in the ad, it's not going to take pictures of the streets around or like other places around. You don't want to go and be living somewhere dingy. You guys, when I got there, I was like, is there any point even going inside? As soon as I actually got into this house, the kitchen was the first place I saw, and hell no. I was like, nah, this is it for me. Next, please. I was just like, no. Then we went inside. This was another place that said, oh, 2 bathrooms for 4 people. I got there. It was actually 2 toilets, okay, different from the other ones that I complained about, but then it was just 1 bath. Again, PTSD. The first thing that came to my head was having to queue up to have my bath, maybe in the morning before going to work, or at night after coming back from work. I just couldn't, like, I might as well be in boarding house, guys. Think about it. I might as well be in boarding house. Like, I'm just like having to tell someone, oh, when you're done having your bath, I'm after you. Nah, no. No, please. I was just like, nah. This one, the room wasn't actually bad, but as soon as I just saw the room, I just told the girl, oh, I have to go now, I'll get back to you. She was like, oh, I should get back to her quickly. There's high demand. Really? Okay, I don't know. Before I entered this place, I was on the call with my mom, and I got in, got out, and I called her back, and it wasn't even up to 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. My mom was like, have you gone to view the place? I said, yes, I've come out. She was like, you've gone to see the place? I said, yes. She said, the way you came in, I came out really quick. It's like, that place wasn't really, I said, you got it right, mommy, that place wasn't, At this point, I started getting demoralized a little bit. You have to, I feel like it's high and low, like, I mean, there are highs and there are lows. You have to ginger yourself most times. Like, you see some places and you're just like, waiting, be this one like this, like, what's this? And then some other places you're like, this is nice. You even want to go for it immediately. So it takes a lot of endurance and, what's the word? Determination. You have to keep pushing. Yeah. So I'm halfway into this, and I just remembered something. You guys, there's one place I went to view. The way this person was already acting when we were chatting on WhatsApp, I was just like, God, this person is not even, being serious now. And I got to the place, there was this kind of park that I had to walk through already. I was just like, I can't see myself walking back late at night or like in the evening. It didn't seem really, you know, safe and secure. And then I called this person. I was like, oh, I'm here. The person was like, oh, I'm coming to get you. First of all, getting into the house, the sitting room was a mess. I'm not even going to be clean after anybody or telling anybody you forgot to do. No, 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 no. We're all adults. Nobody's a child. It's not like it was a household that had children that would mess up the place. The sitting room was a mess. The kitchen, the garden. And my head, I was just like, okay, tell me why this guy, you knew I was coming for a house viewing and you're telling me, oh, I'm so sorry, but the room is locked. What am I supposed to do? Get a hammer and break the handle of the door down? I was like, what am I actually supposed to do? And then the guy goes, oh, he told the person that stays here that there was a viewing today, that the person might be back by 6:30 or 7 or maybe 7:30. He's not so sure. Do I want to wait? You guys, this was like a few minutes past 6 and you're asking me if I don't mind waiting till like 7:30 until the person that is going to show me the room comes. Are you being for real right now? Like, I just told the guy, okay, thanks, bye. Like, I even kind of said it with an attitude because I was already upset. Like, first of all, you were being all shady back and forth. Then I finally get there. And I asked him, I was like, why didn't you tell me this place was locked before I got here? You've been at home since. You knew about this. Like, why didn't you tell me? He was all like, oh, he's so sorry. He wasn't so sure what time the person would come back. Save that drama for Oprah, please. Just save that story for Oprah. Next, please. Next. Guys, house number 6. I almost entered one chance. Today, I would have been in house number 6. I almost entered one chance. Now, what happened? Let me tell you guys what happened. First of all, the neighborhood wasn't so bad. But then, the person I was talking to, the agent I was talking to, seemed kind of off. And I should have listened to my intuition. Guys, trust your intuition. I got there, saw the landlord, you know, it was all nice. We spoke, hi, hello, da 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 da, went to the house. Okay, to be fair, the agent had told me this was an all-female house and I didn't mind. I didn't mind, you know, it being all-female or mixed or whatever. I just wanted to get somewhere decent and comfortable, right? So I was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind an all-female house. You guys, another thing that I should have actually paid attention to and just crossed this place off my list was the fact that the ad said this was a 2-bed house. But then I had to ask the agent. I was like, oh, how many people are in this house and how many bathrooms? She was like, oh, it's a 6-bed house. But then the room I was looking to get was an ensuite. I asked this because of the previous experience I had of like 2 bathroom, 1 bathroom, what the description was, that. So I said, let me just even ask before I get there. And she was like, oh, it's a 6-bed, but then it's ensuite for the room I wanted. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. I got there, as I was saying, and then the guy showed me the living room. It was nice, it looks very cozy. The kitchen too was okay. I feel like it should have been a bit bigger for the fact that it was for 6 people, right? The garden wasn't even maintained. Mind you, I'm coming from a house where my mom has a garden, like a huge, like, just so that I love greenery, I love flowers, like, so we have like a garden proper. I was like, okay, not bad. I thought about, oh, I can even like maintain it and I can make it kind of like a ritual, like a self-care kind of thing. And you know, I was already thinking about things I could do in that garden, right? And then we decided to go up to the room. Okay, to be fair, I give them this. The pictures I saw and the room I viewed was the same thing. It wasn't like there was no scam or anything shady going on. It was actually the same thing. And I was ready to pay the holding deposit because I saw this place. I called my mom and my sisters. I was like, this is the place I'm taking. This is what I want. And then they were like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm happy. Did a video call. They were like, ah, it looks like the ad, da 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 da. I was like, yes, so it looks really good. And I said, let me even see the bathroom, like again, let me go back and see it. And then I went in and I realized that the sink, this drainage thing wasn't there to cover the sink. I was not like, oh, like, is he going to get something to cover the sink? He was not like, yeah, maybe, da da da, that, you know, but that's how the sink is. I don't know which day and time, but like most sinks right now have like a covering because I'm not interested in any creepy crawly coming up the drainage to come and greet me or ask how I'm doing in the house. I also asked him, I was like, oh, can somebody clean the room before I move in? He was like, usually people clean it by themselves. I don't know if it's just me, but I believe that if you're going to rent out a place to someone, the least you can do is like have it cleaned before they come in. I think it's crazy that you'd expect me to come and clean before moving in. I still ignored that. I was like, oh, okay, that I could actually sort it out myself. He was like, okay, but I should just let him know if I want someone to clean it for me. Then we went downstairs back to the living room to discuss about the holding deposit and all. The craziest thing happened. Tell me why this guy was like, oh, you know this is an all-female house, right? I was like, yes, I know. The agent told me. He was like, okay, that's nice. He now proceeded to say,
I hope you know that means you can't have male friends around.
At that point I was like, huh? Excuse me? He now said yes, and I said, so my cousins, like, okay, even if it's not friends, my relatives. So like, no, no relatives, da 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 da. This wasn't in your ad. This was not included in your ad. So what are you saying? What are you even talking about? Like, at that point, I just called my mom and my sister. I said, this. Said, delete, X, leave, bye-bye. Because, you know, that's crazy. Why didn't you mention that since? If I really wanted to, I would have come. And I feel like a lot of people, landlords, agents, people that are advertising, they leave out certain information and that you might not actually find out. Then you see the part that just made me feel like, you know what, this house isn't even meant to be yours in the first place, or this place, this is not your place, Tinuke. Just cut your losses and move on. This guy didn't want me to see the contract before signing. I was like, nah. I'd spoken to people that had rented places, like, you know, they were like, that they usually see the contract before signing. This guy was like, oh, he can't give me the contract before signing because someone used the contract to let out another place that he was trying to give me a story, and I was just not having it. So I just told the guy, I was like, okay, I would get back to you and I'll let you know. I'll send my details if I'm still interested in this. Not even if. I actually was giving him the impression that I still wanted this place because I was so upset. I now told him, okay, I'll, you know, get back to you. I'll send my details so that I could transfer the holding deposit. You guys, that was the last time I spoke to anybody. The landlord, the agent. In my head, I was like, nah, I can't even live here. Like, I don't know why they do that thing, leaving out vital information. Like, what's that? Should I have to be asking when I want to rent somewhere? Oh, are guys and girls allowed to come and visit? I mean, if that is what you want, put it in your ad. Because there are some places that they wanted a vegetarian. I eat meat. I love meat, especially beef. So I was just like, nah, that's not for me. Some places will say, oh, you must be a cat lover. I know that I'm not a fan of cats, so I won't even bother. Do you understand? Like, put out information that you know is important for people to know. But these people did it, and I'm so happy that I am not actually there, because guys, that could have just gone south. That could have gone south. So for house number 7, I already saw myself living there. As soon as I walked in, I saw the kitchen. I could imagine myself filming and saying, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making this. I was like, this is the kitchen I want. Lovely, spacious, enough storage space. The fridge was big, nice. There was like a little dining area. Guys, we went upstairs. Okay, there was actually this terrace thing that was going on outside. It looks really nice. You could go sit down there. If you have friends over, you can just chill up there, which wasn't bad. Then we now went to see the bathroom. This was another place that you'd have your own bathroom, but it wasn't in the room. So we saw the bathroom. As soon as I saw the bathroom, I just told myself, I know I can't even live here. The least you guys could have done was clean it up to get before somebody comes to view it. I was just like, Then she was not like, oh, let me show you to your room. My room. I've not even paid deposit too. I went inside. I could literally stretch my hand and touch the other side of the wall. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't as small as that other one that I had to share a bathroom with someone else. This room was tiny. Like, the wardrobe was even non-existent in my own opinion. Like, I had to even ask. I was like, is this the wardrobe? She was like, yes. I was like, oh, okay. It was quite tiny. I just couldn't imagine myself there, because imagine like if I ever have to work from home or like do stuff, like I didn't want a tight space. I just didn't want to feel like enclosed and like kind of like trapped in a space. So that was already a no for me. I just had to move on. I was like, oh, I'll let you know how I feel about this place. She was like, okay, no problem. As soon as I got home, it wasn't even up to an hour. It wasn't far from like my sister's place. You know, she had already called me. I was like, oh, what am I thinking? How do I feel? Am I ready to start getting my documents ready? I was just like, yeah, I'll get back to you. I never got back to her. I feel so bad. But she'll be fine. I'm sure she found somebody else to rent that place. Everybody will be fine last. Now for the last but not the least, house 8. So I saw 2 houses from this landlord. The first one, when I got in, I was like, okay, I like this place, but I wasn't so sure about the kitchen. I saw the kitchen and it was all white and I was like, error. I was like, I'm not really a fan of white, so I didn't really know how I felt about that. I started thinking of maintenance and, you know, if I'm cooking and oil splashes, and I was just thinking about everything. But then there was like a nice cute little garden outside you can look through from the kitchen. I was like, okay, that looks good. It also had a sitting room, which was nice. Came upstairs. The bathroom isn't the biggest, but like it looks good, it's clean, it's decent, you're comfortable. The room too was looking all good and nice. And then we viewed house 8B, kind of like the same layout of house 8A, but the only difference was the bathroom had a bathtub. I wasn't really a fan of a bathtub, so I was like, okay, I wasn't so sure. But then the room for house 8B2 was bigger than the room for house 8A, so I was like, oh, okay, not bad. But then I feel like from watching this video, you kind of already know where I am. If you have an idea of where I am, just let me know. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my whole house hunting experience. Let me know, are you house hunting? How was your house hunting experience? Where are you? Was yours smooth? Like, I want to know, spill all the tea, tell me, because you guys, I'm laughing now, but that 1 month I took, you know, I think I spent like maybe 3 weeks to a month looking for a place. Guys, it was the ghetto. Like, I went through so many emotions, like it was crazy. Some days I'll just be so weak. I'm just like, am I going to find a place? Some days I'm like, maybe I should have just gone for that one, I should have managed. But I mean, it's up to you, but I feel like where you live is important. You don't want to be at work and you're squeezing your face that you have to come home. Do you get, like, you should be looking forward to climbing your bed, you should be looking forward to, I can't wait to get home, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically how my experience went. Stay tuned for another video I have coming up about this whole house hunting experience. I feel like that one will be very insightful. I have a lot of juicy information I want to show you guys. I don't know why I jumped up like that. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, show me love, all the good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm back in town. I don't know what that was about, but anyways, I hope you did enjoy this video, because I don't want to say I enjoyed this sitting down, filming and talking about it, but the process of doing walkabout to find a place, I didn't really enjoy that, if I'm being honest. But yeah, you guys will see me in my next videos. Stay tuned, stay safe. I love you guys so much. Bye, sweeties.